uppercase?
Yeah, that's a good practice. I mean, we don't because normally in Java every class starts with an uppercase letter, but
I mean, it's not a must.
there's no hard and fast rule about this. But when it comes to class, yes, I think when it comes to naming a feature file, you don't necessarily have to start. Like if you look at these examples, they haven't done that.
Oh, okay.
See,
So it's not required.
there's no rule. I mean, this is the force of habit. I just started with an uppercase and went with camel case. Like you know camel case, what camel case is, right? So every other word is it's an uppercase. So yeah, and so in order to create a feature, it has to accompany .feature extension. Otherwise, it will be a regular text file. Gherkin will not recognize without feature extension. So and again, so these are just good practices. Normally, when you let's say you have 40 tests to automate, so that doesn't mean you need just one feature. That doesn't mean you need 40 feature files basically. Always, it's a good practice to categorize your scenarios into common. So you have.
But still, you're breaking down the task into.
Yeah. So let me show you an example. So that,
right?
Yeah. Again, this is not a hard. There's no rule. just a good practice, so that it'll be easy for you to. I'm going to someone else's project and they have done it perfectly. Yeah. So look at this one. So this.
Isn't that one a little too lengthy?
Yeah. That's. I don't know how many features, how many scenarios they really have. Looks like they have a lot of scenarios. Yeah. Looks like they have done it the right way. So if you see, they have broken it down by functionality, like facets, bobs, mcom, facets, brand. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, that's a good way. Let's say you have basically functionalities from 3 pages: one browse page, another search page, and PDP. You can, you can create 3 features: one for PDP, one for search, and one for browse. Again, nobody is enforcing anything. You can do it however you like. As long you can create everything in one feature, or you can create 10 features for 10 scenarios. It doesn't really make a difference. It's just a good practice.
Good practice is what? Putting everything in.
Well, categorize them into common functionalities. Like, okay, you put all your browse page related into one feature, PDP related ones into one feature, or you go with some functionalities. In this case I went by pages, or you can go by. You put all your checkout related ones into one feature, and my account related ones into another feature. It's all common sense. I mean, yeah. Use your judgment. So do it however you like. There's no rule or enforcement.
Madhu, above the scenario, there's a domain discovery mode. These are a comment for your own. It's a comment for your own thing.
Tags.
Yeah, I will get there.
Okay.
Okay, so we are still at the feature level, and okay, so that's a feature. So those are the basic guidelines. I would say not rules, I would say guidelines. And yeah, so this guy, he has started with an uppercase.
Just fix that one typo there on the second one. Verify.
And Madhu has to push the code.
Yeah, it's okay because he can just.
Someone else's.
Will that pass?
I still can't find this typo. This one?
Down. The next one.
Yeah.
Right there. On the right side.
Right.
It's okay, Bala.
Verify.
This one?
Up. 2 lines up.
The verify that we
I can't push it.
When Madhu is senior QA.
So, anyways.
You spotted.
Will that be?
No.
Will that recognize that? And
Only problem will be if someone is searching they will search for verify for exact keyword. This will not come up because nobody expects VEIFY for verify.
But otherwise it will work.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So there's no grammar or what do you call this? spellings validation in here. So
Okay.
anyways, and then okay, those are the basics of features. So every feature has a name, which is a common name. So like I said, this is why it is important to categorize your features by functionality or page or anything, something that makes sense. Because this is the common, this word, this sentence is common to all the scenarios. I mean, anyone who reads this will understand what the scenarios in this feature do. Like in this verify browser, back button, verification of search landing page. So that's what he or she wants to do. So basically every scenario in this feature must be handling that kind of stuff. If you go back here, verify new size faceting whatever page. Yeah, so this is again this is a Gherkins standard, and we need to have a name for the feature. But this and this are two different things. This is the name of the feature. This is just like the heading, but it should be followed by this. This is a Gherkins standard. This you can't have any typos. It will not be highlighted. So, feature column, then anything you like, something that makes sense. And okay, and then comes tags. So tags is the unique way that we look up or we run, and we basically we search for the scenarios. There are different ways. When it comes to Cucumber, tags are the way to do that. So that's how we run our scenarios. That's how Gherkins finds out our scenarios. So that is how we uniquely identify this is a what?
So what we include in tag?
Anything you like.
Okay.
There, when it comes to
Because it has a
normally,
release name, it has the
Yeah.
domain name, it has
there's no rule.
Okay.
So people add any tag they want based on their preferences, their requirements, and sometimes some domains like I know purchase and delivery, they have their own guidelines for this for tagging also. So they can
So
use,
say if I've written that top one, right?
Yeah.
And if I wanted to run it
this one,
Gherkins,
this one.
yeah. And say I have used the same tag along, like whatever domain discovery. That is my tag.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. This one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So how do I use that?
Oh, usage of tags.
Mm.
So there are a couple of ways you can use tags. This is one. So when you
How do you search in the first place?
searching for tags.
Mm.
You either you go to your project. Let's say you want to find you are you are a manager of discovery domain, and you want to find how many scenarios are there by domain discovery. That includes every QE on discovery domain is written. So you want to see how many scenarios.
So that comes to the question like, so we all are under the same
Yeah.
domain.
Yeah.
So do we have to use that just for someone else in the group to search?
No. Because unless your domain or your some entity, a manager or someone else has enforced that, you don't really have to. You can add any tag you want.
So you can write anything in the tag.
Anything that you can like. You can
No,
say-
for
But
me to.
usually what they do, like what they include in the tags, like a
Oh,
practice
as- oh,
within the
as a
Macy's,
practice,
like
yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So normally people go by release, go by functionality, go by domain, go by project, and by artifact. And when it comes to regression, they use regression by artifact. So look at this. So they have added artifact never. Let's say there will be a day that when this test is transitioned into regression, and the guy who runs regression, there is an nav fix, and you want to run all the nav related scenarios. See what I'm saying? So you can run every test by nav. So it will pick up every nav predator scenarios in the repo. So you can validate all the nav operator. So again, you have something related to your project apparently, or project or functionality. So if you are the project lead and you want to run something for this whatever the change, you can run it by this tag. Any scenario with this tag will be picked up. Or again, there is a fix on facets. There's a production fix, and you are part of that team. You can sort your test scenarios by this functionality. And this is domain discovery. This is useful for then if you are the director, hypothetically, if you are the director of the domain and you want to see how many regressions how many scenarios are there in my domain, or there's a fix on discovery related anything. So again, what is it? More domestic. This is again more. So it's always case by case you can add. So these are the normal tags people add. So again, this is release, and this one is priority. It's up to people. So you don't have time to run 1,000 tests, but you have time to run 100 tests. So you have prioritized some of the tests as high priority. You run only the high priority tests.
So I can go and add a tag to that, right? A pre-existing length. I mean, tomorrow I want to use that.
Yeah,
So
you are free to add any tag.
So we can go, for example, pick the scenarios that we want to run in creative,
and put
and
your
we can
tag.
add creative.
Yeah. So that's
And
table
then when we
get-
do search, but when we opt out, what the next step in order for that tag to stay there?
It has to go all the way.
You push it. So once you write the scenario and
So
you commit it, you push
Can
it
I add
like
multiple
Of course, yeah.
scenario tags and then push it once, or do I have to add and push
as
every
many
time?
as you want.
Okay, so I'll just add 10 or 20
Yeah,
and then I'll just
creative.
push.
Yeah.
And next time we can just do search for creative.
Yeah,
all
you
the
have to commit
scenarios.
it, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, next time you
Yeah,
come
yeah.
back, it won't.
Yeah.
Remember, every time
But that's
is
good,
followed
I mean,
by
we don't
sign,
have to-
otherwise it will not be. Remember. So
I mean, if
sign
it's
is
the
a must-have
exact-
for a tag, and if there's no at sign, there will be a syntax error, and your commit will fail in GitLab.
If people, this is someone else scenario and people will see creative tag, won't they question why
No.
it's there?
No.
No?
Nobody has, because as the automation team, we haven't enforced in rules, because it doesn't.
If that
It
is
has
the
no
case, then
impact on others.
they will go
If
hide it.
anything, it will help someone else. You can use my test. I don't have to automate. I can reuse someone else's scenario.
Yeah, this is fun.
Is there anywhere that you can lock up your thing?
No.
No. Totally
What do you
open.
mean look up?
Bunch
People
of-
don't see your test cases?
or edit it.
Oh,
no one can
edit it?
edit
I
it.
mean, anyone can edit, but
Anyone can edit?
edit. But
But
people
that's-
don't do that
why would
because
they?
people don't
It's
have
an
time to
ethical
do that
thing,
in the first place.
That's not right
And
to edit
even if someone
else's-
changes, you can
No,
find it
ethically,
in
not
the
supposed
commit
to.
logs.
But if
Yeah.
somebody by mistake does
Yeah.
But you can find
It
it.
will
Who
fail.
Yeah.
changed, who changed
So
it,
let's
you
see.
can find an account of
Yeah.
yours.
And track
If they
them down,
commit.
hunt them down and say, wait, did
Let's
you
say
change
this
this?
is our project
Yeah,
and
that's
this guy
the
has
issue.
changed. So
That
this
is
is
what-
the history. You can never escape it.
History.
How did you get there?
Oh, so you can see whoever has made any
Yeah, so
changes.
this guy, he will never escape. So anyways.
Oh, Medusa, for example, if feature has multiple scenarios, the scenarios can have unique or the same tags.
Yeah,
It doesn't
so-
matter.
It doesn't
Either
matter.
way.
Like, look at this one. So, size facet.
We didn't all want the same.
You use it at your convenience.
Like if we made for our own project one tag,
Yeah.
so we
Yeah,
can use
it
the
would
same
be the
tag,
same
for,
tag.
you know, so it's for
Yeah.
each scenario.
That
Okay.
is
Again, it's
basically
not
cool.
necessary that you guys need to have a unique tag also. You can have the same tags, anything that makes sense, because you are not running by the tag all the time. You will run by the. I mean, there are other filters as well. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to real running, if it's local running, it's really easy. You don't really need that. But when it comes to running on Gherkins, you always filter by first domain, then project. So it will always come down to your scenarios. So it's not necessary that you need a unique tag. Yeah, but make sure that you add that's the syntax.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise it will fail. Yeah, and yeah, so that's about that. And then comes, you guys are okay with commenting. So,
Do others.
yeah, so I mean, this is not a must-have, but it's good practice and good for readability.
What is it?
Commenting is for, especially commenting is important when it comes to coding, and when it comes, because these are self-explanatory, because you read and understand. It's plain,
Just
plain simple English, but when it comes to coding, you add.
So pound sign is a comment?
Yeah, I'll get to that. Yeah.
There was
So I like
there
this
was
one.
one in the
So he, because let's say I'm picking up someone else's code,
Mm-hmm.
and you specialize this code, and you leave the company, or then you are moved to another project.
No, I'm not leaving the
No, hypothetically.
No,
Okay,
that's not happening.
You are moved to another project, and I have to take over. And I mean, not every code is readable. Not everyone, because there are writing styles. There are many ways to write code.
Yeah.
It's different people's logic. So it's like you can take 880 to go to San Jose. You can take 101. It's like that. Or Highway 1. So anyways, yeah. So my writing style may be different from Bala's style. So having while you follow the coding best practices, you need to have comments, especially when it comes to coding. So this guy, he has comparing first 40 product. At least he says that what he's trying to do with this code block. So at least I know, okay, this guy
So
is
the
trying
comment
to do
is for coming after or coming before?
It's
for commenting. You can add it anywhere.
See, you can add for every line of
because
code you
comment,
write.
yeah.
It's a basic
Comment doesn't get in the program logic or anything, the program flow,
It's a-
anything.
One thing is,
Yeah.
it's a very good
Yeah,
practice for people who come after,
yeah,
and they have to look at your code.
Yeah.
It-
Like
it's-
CE.
No, anybody to debug,
yeah,
they will understand exactly what you're trying to do
Yeah.
in that thing. And if they find, there is a syntax error or something, then they can quickly go ahead. So
so
it helps.
that helps. So it's like road signs on the road. Just imagine project. It doesn't get in the way. I mean, just because you added this,
It's
this
okay.
will never slow down your program.
Yeah.
This will be skipped at the runtime. But when it comes to fixing or updating or doing something, this is helpful. So that's one recommend us. So there are many. I mean, I don't want to go into detail. So there are many ways to write.
Sorry, so
Yeah.
is this pound or 2 slashes?
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I mean, this is so if it's just one line. Okay. So this is one way of writing. There's another way of writing. I don't know if Gherkin has multi-line.
Hash is not the
Yeah.
answer.
Where the hell is that?
Hash is only for the heading.
I think Gherkin doesn't have.
So it's still the double slash head.
Double slash?
Gherkin doesn't have this, so that's why you.
It's double slash, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's why Gherkin doesn't support that.
So Gherkin is the pound and then...
No, Gherkin is the language you write. So this is Gherkin.
No.
No,
She
no.
wants to know for
How
a
to
comment.
comment.
Oh, yeah. I'll get to that. So okay. So in
Double
here,
slash.
so yeah. Slash is for single line product. Let's say you are adding some people.
So this is Java, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people add really serious. So this. So Java, basic Java has. You can add anything you want. This is a
Or you
multi-line.
can just
This-
put those double
This
dashes
is a,
on
this
every
is a
line.
multi-line comment. So I mean, no, this is basic Java. Actually. We shouldn't get into that right now. So for now, I'll do that later. For now, just when it comes to Gherkin, honestly, I can remember. I think this is the only way you can commit.
This is
For
the example
other
of
people's
Yeah,
readability,
see, that's a comment.
you can add.
But
You can add
that is Java.
what do you call hash, right?
Not
Is a
Gherkin.
hash and
So
many
the
comments,
feature file
right? So
comments
anyways, all right.
should be
And then
some other way. Maybe
so then comes the
double
scenarios. Okay, and so we have scenarios. What a scenario does is it's equivalent to, I would say, one of your test cases. Again, it depends. automation. Okay, what I mean by your approach of automation, I will get to that. So yeah, each scenario is is almost identical to your test case. Okay, I don't want to go to the scenario outline for now. Man, all they like these scenario outlines. Yes, simple outline. Yes, it's a have. So every scenario should have its own name, like a name to test case. It is followed by scenario colon, just like feature. These are Gherkins standards. You have to follow them, and then some meaningful name like any other test case. Then, okay, that's clear. And then comes man. This guy has spoken the very first rule of working. No wonder it's there. So it's just a test scenario, that's right.
Say that again.
It's just a sample, right?
Sample.
Every Gherkins scenario has to start with give.
Oh,
Okay.
Given.
Yeah.
That's a good way to learn.
So given is like a precondition. That defines where you are at. That defines where you start from. So everyone has to do that. So they basically do that. Given now. It's like where you start. So you need given. So given is the very first.
What happens when you don't have given in your...
It'll fail most likely at least at the runtime.
As many scenarios as I looked at today, they don't have given.
Who
Who has?
has written it?
How do I know?
Probably
I didn't
some
look.
people like
Like
us.
us.
Is it your project?
No, it's just an example I took.
Somebody
Well,
on the
Somebody else.
As far as the basic standard goes, we start with given. Yeah, that I can guarantee because
But a
It's
lot
like
of them
your-
don't have it.
Preliminary
it's
stage.
like
Given this, and that.
Yeah.
it's like you write your test case. I mean, if you know Message.com, that's fine. But these scenarios are run by Selenium WebDriver. You have to tell Selenium WebDriver they have to do and what to do. So without given, I'm not ruling out that you can start. I have to look up Gherkins rules again and see whether it's absolutely possible to write.
No,
and
we're going by Macy's standards, so given
given,
must.
yeah, because it makes perfect sense. Because
Sure.
when you go,
Why it says given at the top, like, top line?
It has
Is that-
hash.
That's the way.
I just terminated that's someone else's.
Oh.
Given
Hash is the count. There you go.
So given
Yes.
So that's the start point. So this step has a lot of stuff. This step, because that's why I'm saying this is the starting point. This is a very unique and a very I don't have an adjective for that.
Or
Let's say this step does a lot of work. That's why I say as per Macy's standard, you need given step. You can start with when I select 4 columns, but your program doesn't know where you start, and it won't clear your cookies unless you do some rework, or again to clear your cookies and cache.
What step it clears cookies? At the given?
Yeah.
So there is background code that clears
Yeah,
cookies
yeah, because,
and goes to the home page and then clicks and goes somewhere and search landing page.
So I'll get to that. So basically that's why I say we have to start with the given step, because we do a lot of work, at least when it comes to Macy's. Other company may be starting with when, but it's your
even that statement, whatever you've done there under given,
Yeah.
it's so generic, right?
generic is the yeah, it is generic. The reason why it's generic is we do a lot of stuff with this. When you say not only you are just opening up browser as a guest user, but you are clearing your cookies, you are closing all these marketing pop-ups, not 4C pop-up.
How do we know, sorry to interrupt you, when we are training those test cases, right? And then we put given, I'm visiting website and say guest user,
Yeah.
how do you know that it's what is the steps in the background is doing? Is there some
Yeah,
variable we
you
can?
go to the code. So I just run the code. See, this is what it does. I navigate to it. Just
Okay, so this
you
is the
go to the
step.
URL.
Okay.
And then you call this method.
Okay.
This what
See,
this method
Gherkin
does
converts
is,
it.
Is this a JavaScript?
no, this is Java.
Yeah.
Oh, Java. Sorry, Java.
So
See,
then
Gherkin converts all your
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what I was
ordinary
asking.
language.
What that step means actually.
So this is the question:
It is
is this
doing it-
converts or you write Java?
That converts.
Oh, it converts.
Yeah.
It converts.
It does. See, someone.
You write, right?
You write.
Yeah, this is
No,
what
no,
he's
no,
saying. That's
That's what I'm
convert.
saying, yeah.
Yeah, this
No, you-
confusion.
If it's
Some of
already
it-
there,
some of it
convert.
just-
I mean, if someone has
someone
written it,
reads
someone-
it,
yeah,
then
if someone
it's
has
okay.
like
Yeah.
this
But
step.
if you write your own
Of course, you don't have to write this step
then you
unless
have
you
to
have
write.
some other. Let's say, okay. This
So it's not converting. Someone wrote it.
Yeah.
It's
You
someone
just
wrote it,
see
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it comes.
That's what I was saying.
No, I mean, I mean, doesn't it convert?
No.
If it's there already. If the
It'll,
code is there.
No,
It
you
just
write.
shows
No,
you.
you write a feature file for the first time, okay,
That's it.
and it converts to a certain level, but not
just
Just
the
a
block.
command,
Just the
just
block.
not very specific to
Yeah.
what
I think so.
minute details you are looking
Yeah.
at.
So I'm going
It does
I'm going to show that. So this
certain
is
Just
extent.
convert
Yeah.
to the stage that it will, for you to write it down.
It's like a template.
Template, yeah, just.
let me show. So this
Yeah.
step, this guy or the
Yeah.
teacher, he hasn't done that.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna and let's say this is not a step
Yeah.
that is implemented already.
Mm.
So you have to write code for it. So
What did you just?
I suggest a command.
So how did you, what did you
Yeah,
click?
just tell us what you did.
Alter, enter.
Alt,
enter.
enter.
Alt, enter.
Alt, enter.
Alt enter.
Alt, enter.
So, and then it will give me where I want to write my feature because you can't just write wherever you want.
Okay.
You have to first pick whether it's in my local.
Mm.
I mean, again, I don't want to get to this because these are standards like in this framework. I don't want to get to that point.
Just tell us what. how you
Yeah, I mean, no, I will get to that. I think it'll be too much information.
Okay.
That's why
The Java is-
Madhu, what's the name of a step you're doing right now?
I'm trying to write the code. I'm not going to write the code
I
right
see.
now. I'm showing how to do that because that
It's
question
okay,
came up.
Rolling.
Just
It's called
I
step
mean,
definition.
So if you get to the step.
You guys asked whether it gets converted
Yeah.
automatically. No, you have to do that unless someone else has written that step.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing will be converted. Okay, I will. Okay, this one is fine. Okay, so I pick.
This one's already.
No. Oh, wait. Did I just do?
Just respond to the
Okay.
girl and tell her here
No.
in the meeting. Yeah, still pinging.
So yeah, this is as far as it gets. This is just a basic undefined step.
so wherever popped up the list of these step
Yeah.
It's already
definition
there.
files, are they by default in the program or someone wrote them already?
Someone wrote them.
Someone wrote
Someone wrote them.
So
You have to select the appropriate class
Yeah,
file.
yeah.
If you want to pick,
Because
Ah.
every scenario,
Then
so
you get
this
this
is this what the step to
So
navigate to sample page.
Hmm.
I would say, yeah, it looks like it should go under page navigation class.
I mean, it is somewhere it will be.
Yeah, so you have to pick. I mean, you can't just put some my account create profile
Hmm.
scenario in a step in page navigation, which will still work. But if someone finds out, it's not good. It's like you can still.
Who's,
Like-
who's writing all the Java?
Everybody like this.
Everybody?
Everybody?
Yeah.
That is the what do you call the? No, I'm losing it. the,
It's like everyone contributes into this big pool
Yeah.
of library.
Yeah.
Because I remember in the past, the Claudia was saying there are people that writing only feature files.
Yeah.
And there are people that writing code. So there was at some point requirement to learn how to do feature files.
No, unfortunately, it's not the case
It's
anymore.
not the case
no,
anymore.
you're thinking to different
Remember
people.
when Claudia said just as
I
long
mean,
as you can do
At least
feature
it's
files?
not the case when it comes to
I
Macy's.
mean, probably she was going to request Madhu to write based on
You see, at that time, that was maybe the initial.
Yeah.
plan.
Beginning.
But now
Not
they're
really.
providing us
Yeah.
to Java training so that we can write our own.
Yeah.
So
Alright. And okay,
Break.
okay. Let's not get distracted.
Yeah, thank have Madhu.
Yeah, but
Anything is possible.
Madhu will run.
he's not gonna put the Java code ability in your head.
He'll explain
I can
well.
show how it's done, but
If he can do that, he can write everything for us.
so okay, and yeah, so that's why I say major standard. You start with any given. There are many given steps. So you either reuse or you go with some, because there are some people who have some exceptional requirements. So they want to go with their own. That's why when I say, I mean technically you would say there can be only two given steps. Given I visit the website as a registered user, given I visit the website as a guest user. There's no other way, but there are other ways as well. Say you work in a lean lab and you have some custom requirements. You can write your own step. You can reuse some of the steps. Again, I'm going too far with this. See, you see a lot of stuff.
And this one is already existing there.
Yeah,
If
so
use
you can
any of
use.
those, you can
Yeah, you
use
can
So
use.
they
it.
already
there
yeah.
just
Yeah,
a minute
nice.
ago.
Oh, it was?
Okay.
See if
Most
it's hiding.
likely we gonna have something that
Oh.
already exists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the
more.
scenario,
I mean,
we
I would
wanted
say
to
yeah.
define
Yeah.
something.
When it comes to basic navigation, I would say there's a 90% chance you can find an existing.
Hey, Madhu?
Yeah.
She was trying to open that.
Class?
Definition, the glide with definition,
Yeah.
with create
Alt
definition
enter?
and create multiple.
Yeah.
Where should I put my cursor where I click Alt Enter to see that? Because I lost it. It was there a minute ago. Now I
These
lost
are
it.
implemented already. Okay, no, not this one
No,
maybe.
no, she just wants to see.
Yeah.
So it has
The
to
Java
be,
part.
say we are here. I navigate to
Yeah.
sample page. Go there and open that drop down where in
See,
case
it
she
was
wants to.
there when I
I
did
don't
it
know.
originally, but then it disappeared and I cannot
Maybe you
recall
need to
it.
restart, I guess.
It does have. So this has been implemented.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do here? Now
Yeah, I mean, if it is implemented, in this case, it looks like it is implemented. So you just.
but
go
can't
to-
you go and select something else if something else matches? You have a bunch of them, right?
So you'll have pop-up only when Java is not implemented behind the.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But if it's implemented, it's not going to pop up.
No, it will go to that step, exact step, because every step is matched to a step definition in the code. It will only go to that step.
Oh,
You see?
oh, I see.
Or if it's pre-existing.
Yeah.
So you
if it's
cannot,
written-
you
so let me-
cannot
let
do
me show
this
you
if it's
right here.
already there is
So
code behind
there's
it.
only
It's
one
not going to
definition
pop
for
up.
this step. There can be many. There's only one
Right.
because it's unique.
Right.
The step is unique. There's only one definition.
So here
you can reuse this step like million times if you want, but there's only one place.
Okay.
This
So,
is the only place.
so what did you do?
Control B.
Control B.
Oh, so you select the line and put
Yeah,
cursor
because this is
in.
already implemented. If it's not implemented, then it's all.
Ah, if not.
Then you select the appropriate what class file to. Okay.
So wherever Java code is behind this line, this is what definition says.
Step
the
definition.
same step definition, the
Yeah.
same thing.
And okay, so you start with given. Then you can so another definition. So this is for the flow of them, just like you write the manual test case. I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, or something, right? So it's exactly like that, but it's that we have to stick to Gherkin standard. You can given, then you can go, and then it doesn't really matter. So,
So
okay,
given-
now we are on the this home page. Normally, then is more like a response to something you do. It's like, and I click on this page, then I should be on this page. Normally, in general, Gherkin, but there's no enforcement and there's no syntax errors. Now you can use it either way you like. You can say given I visit the website as a guest user, and normally and comes with multiple actions. Like given I open the website as a guest user, and I click on my sign in link. So it's like two actions, one action followed by the other. Makes sense? But then it's more like, okay, for the third step you can write then I should see sign in page, something like that.
And if it's second step, then
It doesn't matter. I mean, but I said the plain or Gherkin. I mean, those are the basic Gherkin guidelines. But again, it's not enforced. For one, it's not enforced, and again, Gherkin can't read and understand what this does because it doesn't have that kind of intelligence to read and understand why is then coming before and. You can't see that. And only way for you to understand that is you read and understand this. Just plain English. See again, just don't get confused. Just do what you think is right because there's no hard and fast rule about this. As long as you stick to the basic syntaxes.
Each line is it corresponds to a class in Java, right?
Yeah.
You should write the same name, right? Underscore, and if I want to write a class for the select random product from thumbnail grid, so the Java class should be I underscore select underscore whole name.
So what you say? What's the step? What you saying? Your step is?
No, I saw the step from here.
Oh, it's here. Okay.
I saw when I select.
Oh, when I said then the
Random
product,
product.
yeah, thumbnail.
Oh, this one? Okay. So your question is?
So what's the class name? Class name should match exactly the step that
No.
feature, right?
It's just a step. So class name is something else. So this is .java extension. Search, browse, web. So you have to find when you.
No, the method name, I mean. The method name should match the.
Oh, this method name. This
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. No.
This will be automatically pre-populated. You don't have to worry about it. Cucumber can do it for you. This name. The basic method block will be formed by Cucumber. Make sense?
The
Let me show you.
functionality you have to add.
I'll show you.
So class and method block is the same thing?
No, method is a function. Method is something you do. Like I close the button. I can't close the button. I close the pop-up. I click on the button. So I open the website. That is a method. Class is like, I mean, I don't forget to Java.
That's in training.
Yeah.
Explain.
Class is, I mean, in plain or
Sure.
simple
Okay.
Theoretical Java.
That's
Class
it.
is a
Class
blueprint.
is more like,
Yeah.
It's a blueprint in
This is
theoretical.
what
Yeah, it's
they
Java, yeah.
go
Yeah.
in that Java
Yeah.
training.
For
exactly
Marty's
the
question, okay, I'm gonna add a bonus
Okay.
step. And I go
Thank you.
home.
It's very
Yeah, it's
object
And I go
class
to
human being.
Java.
class can be
I really have to process.
Oh, no, because
Woman,
I don't want.
a woman, man,
Yeah, Java
blah, blah,
beginner.
blah, blah.
yeah.
In human being,
Yeah.
you have a man, woman, create. Okay?
Sorry, yo.
And
I go to
below that method will be
I mean,
unique
okay, so this is my step,
like
right? So this is not implemented.
to map.
You're saying the method name.
When you say
Or
control
is
B,
yeah.
it says doesn't exist, right?
Yeah, control B
Like-
is to go to a step definition that is already there.
Like
Someone else
if
has
I say
defined. So this is
man,
new. This hasn't. Nobody has
woman,
done this. So you go
Anastasia,
to then I
Well,
socially accept.
Right click there or?
No, I hit Alt Enter. Alt Enter. Step definition. Then you select the appropriate class file based on the functionality.
Okay, select something.
I go to visualization again. So see, it came up with a method name for me. But you have to implement the rest of the block, code block.
And this is where all the fun starts, right?
That's fun.
Madhu, at scenario level, when I add end, it gave me undefined step reference. I add an individual offer to valid. That's my step name. What is undefined step?
Undefined step is what I just did. It hasn't.
But yours doesn't show it as a mistake. Mine shows as a
Are you at the
problem.
same?
No, of course not.
Okay. So because that this hasn't been.
See, that's
Can
what
someone
it shows.
hit enter, please?
Oh.
There you go. So now you have to define it. That means
Yeah.
no people haven't written code for it. So Gherkin doesn't know when you say that step what to do
Got
with
it.
the browser.
Thank you.
So there. Yeah, okay with when and then.
Yeah, no,
the result,
Everything is defined.
and is more like a combined step. I do this and I do this. It's technical, right? But again, there's no rule about this. I mean, as long as you stick to the syntax. Alright? And so you write your stuff. Okay, so that is how you write a basic scenario. But there are ways to save some time with your combo. That's when you write scenarios or the scenario outline. What a scenario outline does is, let's say you have 3 test cases. Once you go to international mode, no, domestic mode, you click on quick view. Now in other case, you go to international mode and you click on quick view. That's another case, you go to registry mode and you click on quick view. You don't have to write 3 steps for that. No, 3 scenarios for that. You can write the same.
Just for the quick
Yeah.
view, you write one scenario. and
So what you
call
do
it.
is you go with the scenario outline. What a scenario outline does is it adds these examples. So this is what you do. So in this case, the syntax is not just scenario; it's scenario outline. And then this is important. You have to find where your navigation happens. So this is where the switch happens. This is where you decide on which mode you are going to. Right?
Mhm.
So you add the outline to this step. This is where you know where you switch your mode. Make sense? Yeah. So you added your mode. So the same thing comes here. So you know that this is the reference, and these are the modes.
Does it do it in order? Like
First
it
you go
comes to
domestic, then
and
it'll go. Yeah, it'll repeat the same steps. So it'll be in one loop.
Okay.
First it'll go to domestic mode, and it'll
Okay.
execute all
Now,
the steps.
how do you limit it to one? Say if I just want to check iShip scenarios.
Then you put just scenario, not outline. But
You need
scenario.
to-
No, you just go with the scenario.
Oh.
I mean, let's say there's a known issue in iShip mode, it'll always fail. You can just commit this step out.
So you have to
Yeah.
So if you don't need iShips, then you
comment.
Comment.
I mean, or you completely get rid of it, so it'll not be, or maybe
No, commenting.
once it's fixed, you can
Yeah.
uncomment it.
this is uncommon.
Yeah.
So instead of writing 4 scenarios, you have 1 scenario and you
That'll
just
do the
change
repetition.
the
3
That's
scenarios,
the
not 4.
loop.
3.
That's the
So when you're doing
3
regression,
or 4.
yeah.
if you don't want to regress domestic,
Mhm.
you just want to do iShip. Here it's going through multiple cycles, right? So you can comment
Yeah.
the domestic and limit
Nice.
so that it runs faster.
So
Madhu, please give me definition of scenario outline.
okay. Scenario outline is when you do the same test
Task.
in. I don't know. I don't have a good
No,
I'm
same,
sorry,
same
but
task.
didn't you
but-
say scenario itself is
Yeah,
where
just-
you have
okay.
similar?
I don't have a definition for it, but I can give you the idea.
Okay,
Okay.
that works.
So let's say
He said
you have
scenarios.
See.
a test where you
Yeah,
have
it
to
is a
go to
scenario.
each and every category,
See, you go to
men, women, and you need to select facet.
Mhm.
Okay? So there are 2 ways to write it. Either you write 10 scenarios for 10 categories, or you write 1 scenario and you list all the categories, and you go to each category and you select a facet.
This is
Which
easier.
method saves the time?
This
Of course,
one.
this
Yeah,
one.
I mean, why would you write 10
Yeah.
test cases if you can do the same thing? And it's a good coding practice as well. I
Okay.
mean, you are in multiple lines of code versus, I mean, you can write a few readable code, and then
So if we need to test, for example, header on 20 categories, then we'll just do 1 scenario outline.
I said,
Scenario outline.
Header.
Yeah.
So we do scenario outline and we add those 10 or 20 categories, and then that's it.
Yeah,
it-
but
it cycles.
but make sure they are homogeneous. When I say homogeneous, I mean they have to be
They're related. Yeah.
Yeah.
similar.
Like
As in
same,
like,
same, for example, same link, right?
yeah,
Same button.
Let me give you an
You
example.
got that right.
Like when
Like-
you check for
like
the
the-
same option, but
like I
different.
Yeah,
said,
it has to be
yeah.
similar.
See,
Yeah.
like you said,
Actually,
Because
This is the
uh,
code.
because
same test
What
case.
then
it has many parts,
I
but
get
the
it.
all the
subsequent
categories
steps are
Yeah.
you
similar.
line.
Yeah,
Like you
so
go to every
when
category,
this runs,
but all you do
it
is
will
just
see
go
men
select
first, run,
brand
Then this-
first.
Yeah.
Then
Pick
children
Then the
women,
subsequent
run.
step
Yeah, yeah.
is the same.
like that.
So all you have to
It's
do
the
is
same
just
code.
loop it through
Yeah.
the different
Then
categories.
where scenario
Yeah.
is,
If you go to
it's
Scenario
just
is
a
just
shorter, yeah.
Instead of writing
This is
10
one
different
scenario.
cases.
Go to
Okay.
PDP
again, I can say
and
something
click
like
on
this.
You
quick.
probably
You-
sorry to interrupt,
that
you
is
have to
nice.
leave in about 2 minutes.
Let's pay.
And that is
Let's say you have
Case,
searched different,
which is
10
common
different kinds of keywords.
for all different.
But all you do is you go to
Get it?
the search box and search jeans, then you search for mattresses, then you search for hats.
Okay.
You don't need to write 10.
Yeah.
Instead,
Yeah.
you add an outline and add all the 10 keywords you want to do.
Okay, so
Nice. Thank you.
thank you so much.
Yeah, so let's
So,
continue this session.
So next
You got
session I'll
something out of
probably do
it?
for next week. Next session.
You can Hala, you can just like series of every Thursday.
recurring, but
Yeah,
sometimes
recurring.
same day doesn't work for everyone.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
we kind of have to see who's working from home and if we have sign off or other trainings. I wish we could do same day, but it doesn't work.
okay.
Can we-
No, at
Twice
least
a
let us find a way to.
We can try.
No, let's
Maybe
do
sometimes
few-
depends
yeah.
on load.